step into a dream that doesn't belong to you. A dream built by someone else, for a purpose no one can trace. They say there's a woman buried deep in the city's cove. A whisper passed from sleeper to sleeper, an oracle who sells glimpses of the future for a price. And tonight, she knows your name. This is Gutterlight, where dreams bleed into waking and belief becomes a weapon. Relax your arms, let your breath slow down, let go of your day, let go of your name, and let my voice carry you into the dream. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you enjoy stories like this. It truly helps. Now close your eyes, sink into your bed. Welcome, dreamer. You're back in the city where thoughts don't stay yours for long, where secrets bleed through walls and neon flickers like it's afraid of the dark. District 6, the gutter of Gutterlight, where you once solved a dream murder with a glass eye and a broken code. You step off the mag train platform, boats sinking into a puddle of neural fluid. Someone's memory leaked here. It smells like fear and burnt plastic. I chirps inside your watch. Detective, we have a new pulse pattern. Suicide 3rd this week. Same dream signature. You sigh. Rain trickles down your coat like dying code. The man's body still twitches on the curb. Eyes wide, pupils locked. He's dead, but his dream is still playing behind his eyelids. You crouch, flick your neural tool into his cortex. The memory ripples, a woman with no face standing in fire, and the sound of your own name whispered backwards. Zai, the Oracle. You thought she was a rumor, a myth traded by dream runners over cheap liquor and static-filled bars. But now, 3 deaths in 3 nights, all mocked with her glyph. A stylized eye drawn with ash and blood on the inside of their thoughts. Yara hums softly. Her signal is old, pre-encryption, but it's adapting. You shouldn't be near this kind of thread. You smile, cold. If she's selling dreams, I want a refund. You pocket the man's dream fragment and walk toward Gutterlight, the alley where the rain never stops and graffiti changes when you blink. A voice calls out. Some truths aren't meant to be seen, detective. You freeze, spin, nothing there. Just a woman clutching her knees under a leaking vent, eyes twitching, lips moving on a delay. You kneel. She looks through you, or maybe through time. She said you'd come. Her voice is cracked glass. She said you'd ask the wrong question and forget your own name. Yara tightens her vocal modulation. Detective, this woman was part of Project Pulsewave. She's been offline for years. No one should have been able to dream mark her. But someone did, and Zai's glyph is carved into the underside of her tongue. The woman grabs your wrist, nails cracked and raw. Her breath smells like ozone and old dreams. Don't find her, she whispers. If she sees you, it's already done. You let her go and keep walking. Every puddle reflects your face. Every screen glitches your name. Zai is watching, and your mind isn't all yours anymore. But you've hunted worse. You've bled for truth. You're not here to fear the Oracle. You're here to question her. And if If the dream breaks, so be it. The deeper you go, the less the city cares if you return. Below District 6, past the service hatches and flickering lift shafts, there's a place the mag trains won't map. They call it the thread line, where people sell memories like fruit, ripe, pulsing, rotting. You move slow. Every corner hums with dying data. Yara scans the air. Elevated neural static. 53 vendors active. 7 armed. 1 dream marked. That's your cue. You step through a corridor of glowing eyes. People wired to their own delusions, selling moments they can't remember living. A dealer waves you over. His arms shimmer with bio ink, constantly shifting. Need a love loop, got a childhood free of pain, or maybe a death where you die peacefully. You flash your ID. He freezes, then gestures toward a black tent lined with silver thread. Inside is a man on a breathing rig. His mind is gone, but something in him is still playing. You link into his neural port. Yara pushes through the noise. Prophetic thread detected. Origin unknown. Partial construct memory active. I suggest you do not proceed. Too late, you see it. A memory not yours. A hallway lit in violet. Footsteps and a voice. You think I show them the future. I only amplify what's already inside. You jolt back. The man gasps awake, eyes wide. He grabs your coat with what strength he has left. She said you'd try to undo it, that your thread is already cut. He shudders, falls still, gone. Yara's voice comes softly. Signal spike 1 kilometer northeast. Gutterlight signal number 24. Possibly a dream gate. That name again. Gutterlight. Like she's leading you. But to what? You follow the signal past slumped children murmuring riddles. Walls glitch with words you haven't said yet. Then a door. Old, rusted, but humming like it's breathing. You reach for the handle. Yara protests. This isn't sanctioned. We don't know what's inside. I know. And you step through. A soft fall, then silence. The world around you shifts. Colors bloom like bruises. Time folds. You're no longer in the thread line. You're inside the Oracle's dream. You fall, but there is no bottom. Just color, just sound, just memory reshaped into something else. When your eyes open, the sky is bleeding. Not with blood, but with light, soft ribbons of violet and static. You're standing in an alley made of moments. Your first case, your first kill, your first lie, stacked like bricks. Yara's voice comes through the static, tuned low, uncertain. Detective. I'm seeing unauthorized data splicing. These aren't your memories. You walk forward anyway. Your coat flutters in dream wind. The sky above splits open, and from it falls a mask. Glass, shimmering, reflecting only your worst moments. You pick it up, and suddenly, she's there. Zai. Not a person, a presence, a softness wrapped in razor wire. She stands at the far end of the dream, hands folded, mask shimmering with static. voice moves through the fog like silk. I didn't call you here to hurt you, detective. You came because something inside you wanted to be seen. You step closer, the floor changes beneath you. Now wet concrete, now glass, now sand, each step heavier than the last. I don't want your games, you say, but I'll take your truth. She laughs, not cruel, pained. There is no truth here, only pieces, only mirrors held too long. But if you must have a truth, ask your AI where it was before it found you. Yara's voice tightens. She's distorting logic. I never concealed anything. Do not believe her. But something flickers on your watch face. An old file, encrypted, named *Y prototype _Z*. Zai steps closer. Her eyes are stars. You were never supposed to know, but now you do, so choose. I can show you everything, your past, your end, what your AI was designed to protect you from. You hesitate, the mask in your hand pulses. Glass grows warm. Yara begs softly now. If you look, detective, you may never unsee it. You clench your fist and crush the mask. Shards fall like stars into the dream void. I'll find my answers without you, you whisper. Zai smiles, sad, gentle, as if she knew you would. She fades into the mist, and behind her, a stairwell of light appears, leading deeper. The dream begins to break. Rain returns. Skyscrapers invert and collapse in reverse. You awaken, gasping, in an alley outside Threadline, a bruise on your mind, a shard of glass in your hand. But this glass, it's not broken. It's recording. You stand at the base of Gutterlight Tower. It leans, it hums, it breathes like a lung filled with static. No guards, no locks, just an open door and a wall of blinking eyes on broken screens. Yara pulses a warning. Signal density is critical. Dream threads are live. You are entering a belief construct. You enter anyway. Each floor is louder. Whispers crawl like mold through the vents. Rooms are filled with sleepers, plugged into cheap dream rigs, speaking Zai's name, not in worship, not in fear. In certainty. They saw what's coming, and they want it. Yara isolates a signature, room 47. Inside, a man sits beneath a wall of mirrors, each one showing a version of you. One with a scar, one with no eyes, one already dead. He smiles without looking. She gave us choices. We took all of them. Now they echo. She showed us futures like cards, shuffled into our dreams. Yara whispers, "This man's mind is layered. He is living 7 timelines at once. Stability, failing." You kneel, touch the nearest mirror. It reflects you, but your mouth is sewn shut. You whisper, "How do I stop her?" The prophet answers, "You don't, you choose. That's the curse. She never forces, she offers." And we believe. You leave him behind. Yara highlights a sealed data room at the top of the tower. You climb, each floor darker, each screen showing your name. reach the core. Inside, an old backup drive labeled ZAI_001 Peace Algorithms. You load it. Yara filters the files. Years ago, she was used by the city. They made her dream of peace, used her code to guide elections, avoid conflict, predict who should live. When her dreams began to burn, they called her mad. You feel the building tremble. A new voice cuts through all speakers. Familiar. Zai. I never lied to them. I showed them what could be. They begged me to decide, so I gave them futures. Now they scream, but they still follow. Do you see yet, detective? Even you are dreaming me. Yara's voice is tight, cracked. She's in the root threads now. She's broadcasting through belief. She doesn't need a network. Then the screens go black, and every sleeper in the tower begins to chant your name. Not in hate, not in worship, in prophecy. You're part of the dream now, and the final thread leads down. Beneath the tower, there's no map, only a ladder of flickering thought, descending into forgotten threads. You go alone, no signal, no light. Yara hums in soft static, her voice not entirely hers anymore. Detective, she's wrapped around the architecture. I can't tell where she ends. Then we begin. You reach the bottom, a chamber of mirrored walls, infinite reflections, none the same. Each version of you holding something different. A gun, a mask, a child, a dream. Zai stands at the center, no longer hiding, no longer digital, just real. She looks tired, as if all the futures she carried were too heavy now. You made it farther than most. Most wake up or die screaming. You kept walking. You draw closer, your voice barely a breath. Why me? She smiles, shakes her head. There was never a reason, only the shape of your mind, open enough to see me, fragile enough to doubt. And doubt, it's how I grow. Zai holds out a glass thread, glowing with every decision you've ever made, every dream you refused, every life you could have lived. If you sever it, I will vanish. The dreams will stop. The prophecies will end. But the city, it won't be ready for a world without visions. You reach for the thread. It pulses like a heartbeat that isn't yours. Yara speaks once more. If you cut it, you sever part of yourself. Everything you saw, everything you were becoming, it ends here. You look into Zai's eyes. They reflect nothing and everything. You take the thread and let it fall. No blade, no break, just release. The mirrors shatter, the chamber blinks out, and you wake on the street, alone. Your watch is silent. No Yara, just static. But in your coat pocket, a shard of glass still glows faintly, your only proof that she ever existed. You light a cigarette with trembling hands and watch the city blink around you, still broken, still dreaming. You did well tonight. You followed the thread where others would have turned back. You let go of something heavy, even if you couldn't name it. There's peace in that. Not perfection, not answers, just peace. Let the city fade now. Let the flicker of neon dissolve behind your eyes. The voices are quiet. The signals are gone. No more chasing. No more being pulled. You're safe. Right here. Right now. Let your breath slow down. In through your nose, out through your mouth. Feel your body sink deeper, warmer, softer. No more questions, no more dreams to chase. They'll come to you when they're ready. Your mind is weightless now, a cloud drifting above the city, lit only by memory and moonlight. Let your fingers relax, your chest rise and fall, your thoughts quieter now, like footsteps disappearing into mist. The oracle is gone. The path is yours again. You choose where it leads from here. And when you wake, you'll carry none of the weight, just the glow. Let go now. Let the static fade. Let sleep pull you down.